I am a ghost, a wanderer through time, collecting stories of the broken and the lost. I drift through the world unseen, my presence a cold whisper in the air. I've seen empires crumble and hearts shatter, but some tales cling to me heavy with dread. 9 days ago I found this house, old, rotting, alive with malice, and a man named Daniel who moved in, seeking silence. I watched him unravel, and I nudged his fate, just enough to see how far he'd fall. His story is one of madness, and I'm here to tell it, though I warn you, they're watching you now, too. Daniel was different. He felt others' emotions, joy, fear, pain flooding his mind like poison. He thought it was a gift, but I knew it was a crack in his soul, waiting to split open. The house greeted him with creaking floorboards and rattling windows, its air thick with damp rot. I drifted through its walls, feeling the weight of something ancient, something that knew Daniel's name. Mirrors reflected him too slowly, as if another face lingered behind his. He blamed exhaustion, but I saw the shadows pooling in the corners, waiting. On the 3rd day, Daniel passed an abandoned church, its steeple sagging like a broken claw. A man sat on a bench, still as death, staring into nothing. I hovered close, tasting his emotions jagged, not human, like shattered glass. Daniel felt it too, a wave of alien dread. The man turned and whispered, "They see through the walls. You feel them, don't you?" His voice was a rasp, cold as my own essence. I nudged the air, making it colder, urging Daniel to stay. He froze, legs heavy. The man grabbed his wrist, and Daniel's mind was flooded with fractured thoughts, madness, shadows, watchers. I saw them too, black, faceless silhouettes behind him, eyeless but staring. I whispered a faint chill into Daniel's ear, amplifying his fear. He tore free, running home, but the man's madness followed, and I trailed behind, curious. Sleep stopped that night. Footsteps echoed behind locked doors, deliberate, like bare feet on wet wood. I saw the man's figure in Daniel's bedroom corner, sometimes him, sometimes a shadow, pulsing with intent. I nudged a mirror to tilt, making Daniel's reflection lag, showing the man's dead eyes behind him. Daniel's empathic senses drowned in cold, alien emotions, blending with his own until he couldn't separate them. I felt his mind fraying, and I pushed harder, letting a shadow flicker in his peripheral vision. Yesterday, Daniel tried to flee. His car wouldn't start, as if the house refused to let him go. I found the attic door ajar and carved a claw-like scratch into the floor, filling the air with rot. Daniel saw it, his fear spiking, and I fed it, whispering his name in the dark. A note appeared on his kitchen table, scrawled in his handwriting, though I guided his pen. "He knows who you are. You're his now." He lunged for the door, but it jammed, the handle ice cold from my touch. The room darkened, light bulbs flickering as the man's voice filled Daniel's head. I stood among the shadows, watching his mind break. His reflection in the window showed the man's face merging with his, eyeless silhouettes crowding behind. Daniel fought, but the man's madness consumed him. I nudged the final thread, and his thoughts shattered. He collapsed, weightless, his body no longer his own. His eyes turned empty, like the Watchers, and he became theirs, a vessel for their darkness. I linger in this house, collecting Daniel's story. He's gone, part of the shadows now, but they're not done. They know I'm writing this. They know you're reading. I feel their gaze, cold and hungry, reaching through these words. If your room feels too dark, if your reflection hesitates, they've found you. I'm just a ghost, but I've nudged this story to you. Don't look in the mirrors. Don't look back.